Chapter 4, Lesson 5, Computing Scientific Notation. Let's take a look, guys. It says here, calculate, and it gives us, put this marker to use, 9 times 10 to the negative 8 times 5.4 times 10 to the negative 9. I'm going to multiply, because this is multiplication, the numbers that look like they can go with each other. So for instance, I can multiply 9 times 5.4. If you did this on the outside here, and you multiply that together, you would end up with 48.6. Okay, so far I did this number with this number. Notice I'm not using the exponents. Those will go together because they look like each other. So far I have 48.6. So far, so good? I hope so. Now we're going to do these two. Notice that these two look like each other, so it kind of looks like they would go with each other, these two. Now we know that when we're multiplying exponents, what do? We add the exponents. So we have a 10 to the negative 8 plus a negative 9. So that's going to give us 10. Negative 8 plus a negative 9 is a negative 17. I'm going to bring that down. 10 to the negative 7. Now you would think at this point, okay, I'm done. But there is something different. This should look different than yesterday's lesson, when we had that decimal always between the first two digits, sorry. Notice that wasn't just like for fun. It was because it's supposed to be, it has to be between the numbers 1 and 10. It can't be greater than 1 and 10. To be in true scientific notation, it must only have one, the number 1 through 10, like that's it. So we're going to have to move this over one more time. Remember, we always had it between two numbers, just like yesterday. Because I moved it over an additional time, oops, that was a 17. Didn't bring the 1 down. Because I moved it over an additional time, I have to take this from a negative 17, you guessed it, to a negative 16. Once again, I started with this, but I'm like, wait a minute, that is not in true scientific notation. It's always between the first two numbers. That is not between the first two numbers. So because it needs to be written in scientific accurately, I have to move it one more time. And as a result, I have to take it from a negative 17, boop, to a negative 16. Now it's written exactly how we always write scientific notation. One number, decimal, and then the next numbers that go behind the decimal. That is how we do it.